Welcome back everyone, this is Kylie the Curly Crafter, and today I will be showing you guys how to make these delicious homemade Christmas tree sugar cookies that me and my mom make every year as a tradition. So today is Vlogmas or Craftmas day 14 where I'm going to show you exactly how I made these cookies, and let's get started. So first I will show you all the ingredients I need. So you'll need all of these ingredients, and these are the measurements for all the ingredients that you will need, so take a look at this. So the first step to making these delicious sugar cookies is actually scooping in 1.5 cups of softened butter, and then after you scoop all of your butter into your KitchenAid mixer, then you will go and grab your sugar. Once you have your sugar, you are going to add in 3 cups of sugar into your mixer as well. After all of your butter and sugar is in your mixer, you're just going to attach the paddle attachment to the top, and then you're going to lock the top of the machine so that it doesn't open, and then you're just going to turn it on. I turned it to about medium speed and continue mixing it till it was all the way combined. In order to make sure it's all combined, I just open the mixer up and then I scrape everything off the edges and then turn it on and mix it for another quick second just to make sure it's all completely mixed through. After you are certain that your sugar cookie dough is completely mixed through, that's when you will come in with your eggs and crack in your 3 room temperature eggs into your mixture. So next you will need a teaspoon measuring spoon, but don't laugh at me when I tell you I accidentally grabbed the tablespoon. And look what I did with it. I made a huge mistake. I accidentally added 2 tablespoons of vanilla extract into my dough. But believe me, do not make this mistake. It's way easier to add 2 teaspoons because it took me forever to scoop out all of the extra vanilla extract. And my mom was quite mad that I wasted a whole bunch. But basically, after the eggs and the vanilla extract was in the bowl, I just mixed that till that was combined as well. So you are going to need to grab an extra large bowl for this step, and also your flour and your measuring cup. And what you do next is you just take your measuring cup and measure 5 cups of flour into this large bowl. The next ingredient that you will need is baking powder, and then you're going to need to measure 2 teaspoons of baking powder into the bowl that you have the flour in. And then after you have your baking powder in this bowl, you also need to go grab your salt, and then after you have your salt, you will also need 1 teaspoon of salt into the bowl with the flour and the baking powder. For the last step, when you are making the dough, what you are going to do is turn on your mixer and then gradually and slowly add in this mixture of powder that we made that consists of the flour, baking powder, and salt. And then after all of it is completely combined, I will show you what to do next. So this dough is absolutely delicious, so you want to make sure that you get every last bit off of your paddle that you were mixing with, and then you're going to use the spatula. So after you're sure that you have mainly everything that you need in all of your dough, it is nighttime when I'm filming this, which is perfect, so I'm just going to scoop all of my dough into this bowl, and then I'm going to pop it into the fridge overnight so it has time to harden before making it into sugar cookies the next day. So before actually shaping all of my cookies, I'm going to make sure I have the oven preheated to 400 degrees so that by the time they are all shaped into cookies, they will be ready to bake. So what I like to do is I like to take this flour and sprinkle it all over the counter so that I don't stick the dough to the counter when I'm working with it. And then basically I just decided to roll out the dough and use a Christmas tree sugar cookie cutter and then cut out a bunch of Christmas tree shapes out of my dough. So I was actually able to fill about 3 trays of these Christmas tree sugar cookies, but after one tray was done, I popped it into the 400-degree oven and let it bake for 6 to 8 minutes. And then after they were baked and they came out and after they were cooled, I just took my cookie cutter and then cut around each of the cookies again just to get rid of all the crust. So the next main thing that you will need to do to make these sugar cookies is to make the royal icing. So I'm going to gather all of the ingredients that I will need, which includes 4 eggs, 4 cups of confectioner's sugar or powdered sugar, a sifter. You will also need some pure lemon extract, and then you will also need some candy coloring, but I didn't have candy coloring, so I did have to go to Walmart and get the candy melts. So the first thing that you will need to do to make the royal icing is actually separate the egg yolks from the egg whites. In this case, I will be using the egg whites, and then what you're going to do is you're going to take the powdered sugar. You will need 4 cups of it, and then after you have all of your powdered sugar in a bowl nicely measured, you will then take a teaspoon, measuring spoon, and another tiny bowl and pre-measure the lemon extract that you will need. Now that we have all of the ingredients we will need for our royal icing pre-measured and ready to make, we are actually going to take our powdered sugar and sift it all over a large bowl just to make sure that we get out any of the large clumps of powdered sugar that could ruin the consistency of our royal icing. So you would normally not have to do this, but we didn't have any of the candy coloring, so we actually had to go to the store and they didn't have any candy coloring as well, so we thought a substitute could be some of these candy melts. And basically what we did is we poured a little bit into a bowl and then we started microwaving it for 30-second increments until it was all completely no more solid and was like a chocolatey, liquidy form. So now we are actually going to make and mix the royal icing together. So the first thing you're going to do is pour in all of your egg whites into the KitchenAid, and then you're going to mix it on like medium or low speed until it is foamy. After it is foamy, you're going to take your dry ingredients that you pre-measured, which is the sifted powdered sugar, and slowly, gradually adding that into the foamy eggs. So once again, I'm just going to scrape off the extra powdered sugar and give it another quick mix just to make sure it's all mixed in and combined well together. And then what I'm going to do is pour in my lemon extract, and then continue mixing that till all the lemon extract is combined, and then also add some of my melted candy melts that are in the green color for my Christmas trees. So that's how you made the royal icing. Next, I'm just going to pour all of my royal icing into a piping bag that is fitted with a number 2 round tip, and then just pipe on all of my royal icing onto my cookies. But in order to make it look a lot better and more realistic to a Christmas tree, we actually picked up some M&Ms. So after we have the royal icing on our Christmas trees, we are going to add the M&Ms on top as ornaments. So I definitely recommend waiting until you can get the candy coloring instead of getting candy melts, because I definitely think it messed up the consistency of our royal icing and it was way more liquidy than it should be. So if you can wait, that's amazing. But we actually had our dough pre-made, and then when we were going to make the royal icing, realized we didn't have it, so we had to take a quick trip to the store and they didn't have it, so we had to improvise. But like I said, I definitely recommend using the actual liquid candy dye. But now I'm just going to go through all of my sugar cookies and add on the M&Ms. But also keep in mind that the royal icing does dry pretty quick, so you can't go through and do all the sugar cookies, or else you're going to have dry royal icing that the M&Ms won't stick to. And that is how we made all of our Christmas tree sugar cookies that we make every year as a Christmas family tradition. And I hope that you guys make these because they are absolutely delicious, and I definitely give them a 10-star for every year, and they just look super cute and Christmassy. So thank you guys for watching today's video, and if you like it, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and bye everyone!